This is going to be kind of amusing. This is a very, very small battlefield, so it's probably not going to work out too well, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so we are going to try and get our people into good enough positions. Should raise my shield, certainly, because otherwise we're going to get killed sooner than we think. Hello Reformers, and welcome back to the last days of the Third Age. Now, in the past 2 episodes, we've had some complications, shall we say. And in this episode, we're going to try and rectify that just a little bit. So what we're going to do is we are going to attack these Rohirrim foragers. Yes, I was actually in pursuit of a couple of Lothlorien patrols, actually one of them specifically, and they managed to get away because they actually have exactly the same speed that we do at the moment. They have, I think it is 3.6, and we're moving at 3.6 as well, so it's kind of unfortunate. Anyway, I've been fighting tribal orcs. I've been fighting a couple of very small patrols just to level up our forces, and we should have decent enough units to be able to deal with these guys, I hope. I'm actually unsure because I have never fought these bigger parties ever before unless I have some kind of assistance. So let's see how that goes. Bear in mind, I mean, I've got some pretty decent units, you know, I've got some large goblin archers and things like that here. Obviously, bear in mind, these are not going to be the most amazing units ever because they are Isengard units. I found that in general, most of the quote-unquote good units, in other words men and elves and dwarves and so on, they are generally going to have much better proficiencies than the orcs and the uruks and goblins. And I suppose the reason for that is that most of the time the armies of Isengard and Mordor are going to be much, much larger, and as a result they might have an advantage in terms of numbers and obviously battle advantage and all that sort of thing. Anyway, we were able to capture a Squire of Rohan here, which is actually pretty nice. And then we also have some good quality metal scraps and some leather gloves. I don't mind if I do, you know, picking up those leather gloves, that's pretty good. So we are now here. Bear in mind, I still have these Moria slaves. They've been running around with me this entire time. And let me actually just see here, how many days do I have left? I have 18 days. That's still a very, very good amount. And just bear in mind that I actually had to stay around here for a very long period of time. And the reason for that is that there's a Lothlorien, if I could say that once again, a Lothlorien patrol that is running around basically in circles. So it's basically going like so, like this, like this, like this, all the time. And I wasn't aware of that. I actually tried to follow it a little bit on the outskirts of my spotting skill, but every time I tried to do that, it would tend to follow me. But I was kind of standing around this location right here, and obviously this is kind of time consuming, so this is the reason why I didn't really show any of this. But the point is that I just basically stood around here because then I'd have an easy time getting back to the hunting camp, and I was just seeing exactly where the patrol was going and what it was doing and so on and so forth. And I just seemed to find out that it seemed to pass by there every so often, and so it seems kind of active in that area, and that's kind of annoying because they have about 35 units, many elites, veterans and so on, and that would be kind of harsh for us to deal with. So let's see. There we go, we actually did move the slaves finally, and we now have to talk to the Moria chief. That's great. That's really, really good. So let's go into the barracks here. I'm actually wondering, what am I going to get from here? Oh, it seems like we can get orcs and orc archers. Okay, I guess I'll take a couple. Why not? I mean, I have the space. Bear in mind, I actually do have a little bit more leadership. I actually don't even have enough money. That's the main reason why I cannot recruit anymore, unfortunately. I don't have enough money in terms of Dol Guldur resource points in comparison to, for example, Isengard points and so on. So I have brought you some prisoners. Should I sell this? Maybe I should sell this guy for 66. Why not? That means I can actually get a couple more of these guys. Whoa, I can actually get a whole bunch more, actually. Okay. I guess I'll just take those then. Why not? Alright, so let's see. Speak with the Guldur chief. How can I serve our cause? Deliver some supplies. Where do you want me to go? Oh dear. They are basically taking me further and further, deeper and deeper into potentially dangerous territory. Alright, I will make the delivery. What is it? What do I need to take? Oh, just a cargo of supplies to the main Rhun camp. Okay. Where is that? The main... Oh, what? Okay, well, this is kind of dangerous. This is kind of dangerous. I'm actually hoping that I'll be able to go over in this direction. I'm a bit worried about this, actually. Because I'm going to be passing right by the Wood Elves. I wonder whether I can actually... It seems like I can't go that way. Yes, Dol Guldur will soon reassign some of its troops away from your party because I don't have enough resource points for these units, which is really, really bad. So I'm going to need to either do some battles and actually get a little bit of cash that way, or I'm going to have to deliver these supplies quicker rather than later, at least. So let's see if I can actually do that. I'm not seeing any bandits right here, which is kind of strange. Hello, King Brand's host. You're moving very slowly, aren't you? I hope you're moving very slowly at the very least. And now we have nothing to eat. Isn't that great? Okay, so I have no money. And now we have nothing to eat. Oh, hello. Hello. Yes. You're going to be helping me, aren't you? Well, technically, they're going to be kind of helping me just by being in the area, really, you know. And then we're going to pass across the river here. And we're going to go into the main Rhun camp right now. And we did lose a couple, as you can see. Superior orders from Dol Guldur to reassign troops. We lost 7 of them. I think that's alright. I think that's okay. So let's go and speak to the camp chief and 6 units of supplies. There we go. And now we have 300 resource points. So we kind of safeguarded the rest of our Dol Guldur units, which I suppose is pretty good. How can I serve you? A task, you say? The master demands more troops every day, and they are never battle-worthy enough for him. But armors don't just grow on skins, you know. The maggots in charge of bringing ore supplies are treacherous and weak. They get themselves slaughtered too easily, and we are left without materials. But these men, these elves, they always go around covered with shiny, precious metals protecting them as if they were all kings, down to their lowest born. Scavenge their corpses and bring me the metal bear Uruk. With a pound of that iron, our smelter can make enough material to cover an entire pack of warriors. We need 7 units of usable metal scraps. Aha, so that's what the metal scraps are for. So I actually do have a couple of usable metal scraps. I guess we're going to try to do this. I don't think it's really going to work out too well, but we'll give it a shot, I guess. Usable metal scraps. I actually have 5, if they use the good quality ones. I don't exactly know. I don't even have enough to buy some smoked fish. Are you serious? Okay, I guess, you know what? I'm just going to sell the good quality ones, and I'll just buy some smoked fish for that. Because we kind of need it, I guess. Alright, well, let's move back now, and that's a Dale patrol. Huh. I'm actually wondering whether we'd be able to take these guys on. There's only 27 of them. We have 63. But bear in mind, we know how quickly these guys can die. So let's give it a go then. Let's give it a go. Alright, so let's go actually for some wolf riders here. It's about time that I actually get a couple of wolf riders and maybe expand our cavalry presence a little bit. And let's see how it goes. So it's kind of wooded. It's a wooded area, which is not exactly great for cavalry, of course. So maybe me getting those guys at that point was probably not the best idea. But anyway, this battlefield is small, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. And there they are already? They're already upon us. Okay, interesting. They have spears. I actually don't mind too much about this. Let's charge. Let us charge straight on in here and see what we can do. I'm actually going to try and deal as much damage as I can very, very quickly. Ooh, we're gonna lose a whole bunch of units right here, but hopefully our numbers will prevail in the end, and that is going to be our main thing here. That's basically what we need to do. Whoa, okay, that's a lot of damage. Hello. Yeah, you're very, very good at doing damage, aren't you, you filthy man? Yes, there we go. Oh, okay. It seems to be working now. We seem to be overcoming them because we are, of course, much greater in numbers. And unfortunately I wasn't able to knock anyone unconscious or anything, but it doesn't seem like it's that easy to get prisoners anyway. But we did lose 11. Yeah, look at that. We lost 11. We really do need to improve our rank points with Moria so that we can finally get that medic companion, because he's so good. He really is. Okay, so we actually gained a huge amount of usable metal scraps and good quality metal scraps as well. I'm actually wondering whether this is going to be enough for us. Alright, so we did also level up, so what do we want to do? Well, I think agility is probably going to be kind of useful here. Gonna go for... I was hopeful that I'd actually have 2 skill points here, but I forgot that it only gives you 1. So, do I want to spec in athletics, or do I want to spec into weapon master instead? Athletics doesn't give me dodge. Okay. I was actually thinking to myself, does it give me dodge? No, it doesn't actually give me dodge, so that's kind of unfortunate. Maybe we want to go for a little bit more riding skill instead? I don't have enough really for a mount. Hey, you know what? You know what? Let's go for charisma, and let's go for an additional point in leadership, because at the moment my wages are kind of high, and I'd like to be able to recruit more units, and that's the best way to go about it, I suppose. So let's get some more orcs of Dol Guldur there, yes, tongue twisters. And we'll also get a couple of, ooh yeah, more of those guys. Fighting Uruk-hai warriors. They level up into, oh no, I actually got some champions? Are you serious? I actually, oh wow, okay, those guys are going to be very, very powerful for us. Okay, that's great. Oh no, Master Bolg the Lesser. He has been defeated in battle. That is not good. Okay, so Mog the Seven-Fingered sends word that he wishes you to join his new military campaign. I'm too busy at the moment, actually, and these guys want to kill me very, very much. So I'm gonna try and get out of here. This is not a good way to go. I'm actually gonna go back here, and we're gonna try and get across a different way. They're moving at 2.8, we're moving at 3.3. We are much, much faster than them. I mean, they're in the trees at the moment. They're at 2.8, we're at 3.3. They can't possibly catch up to us, and hopefully we will have escaped them. I don't think we will be able to beat them in a one-to-one battle. In other words, you know, even units in each army. I don't think that's going to work out. Let's go to the southern outpost over here. I was actually thinking maybe... Oh, hello. Hello, who's you? Who's that? It's a Mordor war party. Oh, well, that's kind of interesting. Can you... Yes. Yes, let's do it. Let's go in to help the Mordor war party. 169 against the enemy's 45. This is exactly what we want. We have to act like villains, do we not? So let's try to do that. And, well, this is going to be kind of amusing. This is a very, very small battlefield, so it's probably not going to work out too well. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright. So we are going to try and get our people into good enough positions. Should raise my shield, certainly, because otherwise we're going to get killed sooner than we think. Let's stand a little bit closer as well here. Actually, you know what? They're just going to shoot us, so I'm just going to charge everyone. I mean, we have the numbers. We should not fear them. We should not fear them whatsoever. We should literally just charge straight on in here, and these guys are bowmen primarily. So they are obviously going to be standing back, very, very safe, and we're going to try and disrupt their attacks just a little bit. You know, I don't want to be too much of a hero here, because we're gonna, yes, we're gonna get killed like that. Why is that swordsman all the way back there instead of actually in the battle? Can I just ask that? What's actually going on with that? That's kind of weird. I would have expected that guy to be right in the midst of the action, and that's exactly the reason why I wanted to go around and, you know, harass their archers a little. But it seems like that wasn't really working out too well. But you can see here that we, I think, probably do have the victory here. I mean, we're losing a whole bunch of units, but that is to be expected. We're playing, as I say, we are playing as Isengard and indeed, you know, Mordor as well, and you know, it's just to be expected that we're going to lose units. Alright, so my casualties are 14, and allied casualties are only 20. Yeah, great. Oh well, never mind. Did I at least get some decent enough rewards from this? Not really. Only 5 rank points with Dol Guldur, and the Lord in question did manage to escape, which is even worse. But I suppose on the bright side, I do get to capture a whole bunch of pretty decent enemy units, and I will be able to sell those guys. So I guess that's decent, I guess, kind of. And we do have more metal scraps here, which is kind of amusing because I don't exactly know whether I'll be able to return there. Can I wear this? I can actually wear this. Oh, okay, so are there race restrictions? Because last time, I think in the previous episode, I did say that there were race restrictions on armor, but apparently that might be incorrect. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to go for 6 of these large orcs. Actually, let's go for 8, and let's get a couple of the warg riders of Gorgoroth here. White Hand Rider. Oh, that looks cool. And we got another tracker there. Couple of other people. These guys are all leveling up very, very nicely, and we actually have a pretty decent amount of money now in this region, which is very nice. Okay, so I might actually have enough. I might have enough metal scraps, usable metal scraps. I mean, I don't have 7 usable metal scraps, do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. But if it's different and it actually counts the good, quote unquote, you know, scraps, then I think we should be okay. And there's a couple of our vassals running around. Well, not our vassals, but you know what I mean. And we do have the Mordor War Party joining us once again. Bear in mind, I'm very, very low in HP, so I'm just going to charge our people straight off. And, I mean, this is going to be pretty easy, isn't it? It's going to be pretty easy because we outnumber them so heavily, and there's only 17 enemies to deal with. I'm going to try and get a little bit closer. It looks kind of weird me using this armor, doesn't it? Oh, well. I guess if it is just for the protection, just for a little bit of time, just before I'm able to actually afford something that an Uruk would be proud to wear, then, you know, I suppose it's alright, you know, because having that additional protection is kind of important for the moment, I guess. Let's get a kill, why not? There we go, running around at 5% HP. That seems to be this entire series in a nutshell, doesn't it? Oh well, never mind. Okay, so there you go. We did actually beat them, amazingly enough. And, oh, look at that! Kusulak's host witnesses your victory against Dale. Are they going to be really, really impressed now? I hope so. We have a whole bunch of Mirkwood elves around here as well. There's the king, King Thranduil. Ah, he's going to be very pleased to attack us. Ah, hello. Go away. Go away, please. I would very much appreciate not being assaulted by a bunch of bardish men. Thank you. That would not be very nice. There we go. Okay, I actually did manage to make it back to the camp. Phew, that was very close. Okay, so let's speak to the camp chief and see. Yeah, it seems like that's good. Oh, actually, I can just bring him better quality metal. Why not? There you go. Let's do that. Wow. Oh my. Okay, so that's actually kind of amazing. He just gave us 3,500 resource points. I'm happy with that. I'm very, very happy with that. Okay, so let's have a look. Now will you sell me some food? Yes, I think they will. I think they're perfectly happy to sell me some food now that I'm very rich indeed. Right. Well, it's just kind of unfortunate that I don't really want to purchase one of these horses from here. I think that's kind of not really very thematic, even though I'm wearing this armor. Oh well, never mind. It's kind of weird now. Maybe I should have chosen to play as a wild man or something because we had this happen to us. But, you know, if you start in different places, it's highly unlikely you're going to be getting similar situations. So, yeah, let's just leave it the way it is. Anyway, we're also going to be selling a whole bunch of prisoners here. So we have the Hearthman of Dale selling for 266 per one. And then we have Dale Bill Masters, which are 266 per one, 150 for the billman, 66 for the man-at-arms, and 150 each for the sergeants. So we now have 5,700. If only this counted for the other factions. Ah, if only. Oh well, never mind. I guess we're just going to get a couple of soldiers here. Should I go for more horsemen, or should I... Oh, it seems like they are mostly horsemen for the most part. So I guess we're going to do that. There we go. Maybe we should get a couple more as well? Yeah, I guess we'll get a couple more as well. Alright, so let's have a look. Fel Morgul Orcs, are they? They're the thrown weapon ones, aren't they? I assume they're the thrown weapon ones. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, because we are here, we're going to stay indoors for some time. Thank you very much. And hopefully we will be able to escape from this area. Thank you very much. Those vassals might actually see fit to our safety. And there's a couple of tribal orcs. Isn't that hilarious, finding some tribal orcs all the way over here? I don't exactly know what they're doing here, but we're going to take advantage of their presence and get a couple more kills for Grima Wormtongue's quest. And we might be able to take a couple of them prisoner as well. But anyway, let's just actually try out our new cavalry, I suppose. And we'll send a whole bunch of those bardish men over there. And hopefully they'll prove to us that they're actually worthy of being in an Uruk's army. Because in general, the only reason why I'm actually having some of these wild men join us is because we don't really have any other option at the moment. And I'd kind of like to have a reasonably strong army, medium to light strength. Well, not too strong, but medium to light strength along the way back to our home territory. Because obviously we need to return back to Moria. We've got a whole bunch of quests that we can probably complete now. And yeah, that's hopefully going to be pretty good. And yeah, there's actually a Mirkwood patrol over there. I think we could probably fight them. But they seem to like their odds against us. I don't know whether they would have beaten us. They might have. They have a lot of elite infantry, which is kind of the main issue there. But yes, King Brand is probably not going to be able to follow us very easily, not unless he has a very small patrol come out of nowhere and intercept us, and then initiate the Bring a Friend system, which is usually what happens in these cases. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to be doing any other quests here. You know what, actually? Let me actually just speak to the camp chief. Tribal Orc Warriors. Yeah, no. I cannot do this right now. I'm not gonna do another Tribal Orc quest for someone else. I think that's a bit redundant. So instead we're just gonna go back to Dol Guldur, and hopefully we're not going to come across any wood elves in the forest here. I actually have 52 out of 54. Oh, okay, that's actually not bad for us. And speaking of quests, I actually have only 4 days remaining to get back to Grima to speak to him. So I kind of need to rush, don't I? I kind of need to rush pretty much. There's some Dwarven lookouts. They are running from me, so I don't need to worry about them. And we also have some more tribal orcs there, but I don't think I have any time to spare, really. Even though, you know, technically we could get into a fight and it would, you know, stop the world map from, you know, advancing time and everything. I think that in general... Oh, yeah. You are not going to get me, Mirkwood Patrol. Yes. I'm going to wait here, and they are not going to get me. Thank you very much. Oh, look at that. Faramir of Gondor was defeated in battle. I wonder where that happened. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.